Rastafari. Yes, honorable family, warm welcome to another Mind Over Matter podcast. And our special today is a author and anthropologist and also a poet. And I'm talking no other than Nigel Daring. Blessed love Rastafari, warm welcome to the program, my lord.
Yeah, much love, greetings. Thanks for having me, and respect to all those ones and ones listening and tuning in and observing. Hope we can have a positive experience of sharing and upliftment and thing. So, Rastafari.
Rastafari, give thanks, Majesty, for taking the time. My first question to the I. Your journey began with phrase that became stannas. How did poetry become your spiritual compass?
Well, when I get into I never did ever think of myself them way from when I was a youth. I never planned for that. And I always.
Yes,
it's not like when you're a youth and a man, so where you turn when you grow up and you I think it's a poet,
Yeah.
So how I come to this thing now is maybe about a 37 year now I do it, it's just from my the teenage years and thing. What is that thoughts just used to come in my mind. Yes, so my meditation,
True.
And it always come to us. So after a while I say, boy, them things are so heavy. I can't just hold it to myself. You can't just be for me if you just get them things and let it go, So I just start jot down the little thing that will come in my mind, saying, yeah, just one little two notes a thing. Over as time go by, we find some start to develop them little notes there into a stanzas and start to put them into the presentable kind of form of communication then, and that
True.
and that end up becoming poetry, and that's how the journey start from. So it start from just jotting down some one and two little thing, and then after a while we start up bring it together into some coherent then thoughts and ideas being expressed poetically. And I just there, so from that point they would just start to develop the art form, and almost 40 years now, that I still do it, So and also it still happened to I man same as from my teenage years, that thoughts just come in my mind. I look on the world and ideas come to I, and I just jot it down and start a talk on them things,
Yes, sir.
And I say, well, them thing is a message to communicate to the world. So just put it out. So that's how I view the thing. I just check it, say them thing I will come to I is not just for me, but is a thing where I should communicate to the world at large.
Majesty. In Jawi, the I speak of redemption through spirituality. What does salvation look like in a Rastafari context?
Yeah, well, as Rasta, we pray his Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. So when we are talking about salvation, we are talking through him first of all, that we get a perspective and an understanding, a reality from how him check reality, so that we become extensions of him, or his children upon the land, his representation. So when man said, Jah dead, no, in can't dead when I and I there. we are the representative.
Yes.
So we become like his spiritual sons and daughters then upon creation. So, when a man asks about Rasta, the first thing I would ask a man say, you have to go through his majesty. So it start from, and then everything build off of that. That's the foundation. Saying so that we must see ourselves then as representatives, ones executing his work fulfilling his mission, you know. So that is man perspective of him. So in that light, I show a man say study his majesty and see what him a deal with. Why the truth when put forward, you know, and what him advise, see, and because when you observe what his majesty teach and thing, you realize he's not teaching wrong. He not put out a message to you for go tell you for do nothing wrong. Anything when I teach you is for your upliftment. Anything I teach you about community and country and them thing there, and for development of community and society and thing. So when you now observe the world, you can look within yourself and know where you go off, you know, because you can say, well, here His Majesty teach I one way, and I know I move one next way, so I know, so I go after way there. You can then even critique society and criticize community, society, leadership and thing based upon how him tell us so the world for run.
True.
See? So and him have abundant teachings every day, you know, in all things. So I and I if study them thing every day and get a word of the king, you know, and meditate upon them things. So His Majesty first is I guiding at this, cause I bring her in at this. You know, at the end of the day, I am call I to this thing called Far. See? And so that are the first and foremost. The Bible too. Study your Bible, read up your Bible. His Majesty tell us the truth in there. Read the Bible. Because when you study it and thing, you find so there's a revelation to everything in our life and to all circumstances in our life. It have a view upon that you can realize, yeah, that are the way if you approach thing, and when thing go off, you know, that you know why thing go off. I just what day may I even read Proverbs. And may I read a line where you say the man who seek to get rich fast, evil in eye. Him have evil in eye. And I look on it and say, if enough you would even learn them thing out, because when them are go out for the fast money and I build, you know, just go floss for the girls, them, and you know, I spend enough dollars, I drink them champagne or drive the big car and thing. But how them all get the money there? I wrongs them all do forget the money.
True.
Right? So if a man has studied the Bible, you know, the message there in the Bible, look how much thousand a year that the message there, sit down, that them apply right you know. So if a man get up daily and I read them thing and say, blow, wow, yeah, you know, a true thing the man attack, you know. That are the vibes. You read it in where His Majesty within such time as Christ say, see God first, everything else added after. Then you know, so what the right thing to choose? We can't submit to this world capitalist notion then of what of the materialism and the consumerism and all them thing there, as if that's what we must seek first. No, it's God first. Everything else come after, and that's the principle.
Yes.
So when you look on the world now, I know you can when you are study them thing there. And I meds them thing there properly. So you get to know, say the world I go the wrong direction. A devil philosophy I lead the world.
And one scripture said, boy, at present the world or the earth is out of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can cite it. You can cite it. Cause when you look for all, even the little music them with them youth you listen to, and them unite. And you are within yourself, you're amazed. Because you look at yourself, man, them thing man can't really think of to make them thing there and call them thing the music. Thing where I talk about gun thing or kill. It's not a gun to go pick up say fight a righteous revolution. Kill them you know, them one brother and sister then.
Yeah, man, just like that.
Just like that. Wild sex and dirty sex and all, no, just so that. And that they mind upon all day. Be a car and vanity and jewelry and clothes and all them something. So when you look on them thing that are evil, virgin, are evil, capture the people in mind.
True.
Then, so I right now, I have to stand up as vice for counteract the message there. Then, we have to continue to remind the people and say what is right. You know, the world are go the wrong direction or the wrong thing you get led towards. Then, because none of them things that we never deal with is fulfilling to anybody spiritually. The Bible don't tell you that. His Majesty don't tell you that. See? So if a man pre them teachings there from those who come to teach us and uplift us, they will know the right thing. So when Babylon come with them evil thing, forget you are inveigle you after evil loss. When them do a march you into hell and destruction, and them march you whole world with a way there.
True.
But if you are pre the righteous and conscious thinking of His Majesty, of the Bible, saying you will know that certain direction you know if you go. As the Bible said, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. So you have to know say left off of them thing there.
I totally agree with the eye, but within that breath, you know, you within Rastafari itself, you do have certain Rastas will come against the Bible, saying the Bible is a white man book, is King James that write it, and a lot of youth will shun the Bible and not know the certain information that you know is going to you know be beneficial.
Yeah. Well, I mean I hear that them thoughts there for years, you know, and I used to debate them on them thing there. So, you know, I mean, you have to come to a conclusion and say you can't change a man's mind once a man's mind set in a one way. You always, because even Jack come tell them a thing, if their mind set one way, it will go that way there. It's right there. And I just within Rastafari, but if you look at even Christianity, and you read the Bible itself, and where Jesus within Jesus Christus, within in time, where him said, verses where the European them will come around and colonize and conquer and thing, them say them is Christian, them say them follow Jesus Christ then, right? But when you check what Jesus Christ I deal with, I know what them I deal with, because I never said no man, none of them. To conquer half people, kill half people, exploit people, and the total opposite message. Yeah, that's right what I deal with.
Yes,
the total opposite message that them actually out there I go off at, but yet I claim the man name. So within this thing, I cite this thing and where His Majesty put out a view upon the Bible already. Right? That's why I say in all things, His Majesty first. Because if you deal with this Rastafari thing, it have to be based upon His Majesty, where we are the man name. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So him is first and foremost in this thing. Now, the man put out him view of the Bible. The man print up within it for him time, modern, you know, print up, translate the Bible to modern language, build churches, more church, go church himself, everything. You know, baptize all of that. See? And him put out speech on the Bible. Say this is mankind salvation, and man now go find hope unless them accept the message of the Bible. Mm-hmm. So His Majesty put out a word. So me just show you my view upon this thing. If once him put out the word, then the word have to be law for I and I. And that we have to go by. I can't see no, I go say, I follow him, but him put out a word towards the thing, and then I say, no, you know, no, I not follow that. Or him go be God to me, and then him attack something, and I say, no, burn that. I lie that. That no makes, you know,
yes,
so I know cite that, you know, as being rational and reasonable within our meditation. If you deal with the king, just deal with the king straight. See, if you don't believe where I deal with and I cite up where I deal with, leave him alone. You know, deal with whatever you think say you know things say right within your own eye, or or whoever you think if you lead you, brand yourself by the name then. Because that would have make more sense if you have a next man philosophy and follow. But you cannot follow this man, you cannot claim to follow the man and a burn out where him deal with. See, when it come down to it, just like how I meds the Bible and I say, all right, here are the messages, go by them thing. These are the things for I and I upliftment. And you are burn me out. It's like you are burn him out too. Because I say nothing different from him. Him even come stronger than me in terms of film position upon the thing.
Yes, I.
You say it, I?
Yes, I.
So if you burn me out, you come like a burn, you burn him out. So how you go burn him out? And then I say, him a God same time. Him are the one to look towards.
Yeah.
God, you point to him and I say, him are the one to look towards. Him give you a message and he say, no, star. So you contradict yourself right there, so.
Or it's like a defiance then to say.
It's a defiance. That's what I say, man go and do with them, whatever them want to do. Whatever in them mind to do. You know what? Jah will give them the word. Jah will come to them and give them the word. But you know, for them mind, them want have it, them want away. This is if you read up in the Bible, you know, from the start, a man mistake that, you know, from the very beginning. Jah tell him one thing, and a man say, no, star, I'm gonna do my one thing. And that at the fall, man. Because him listen to our next voice and whoever voice him listen to. It always not be the devil voice. Because you always have a voice that they contradict your voice. But is your weakness make you go along with that? Because the kingdom give you the word already. Go along with the word. That the word is life. The word is truth. The word is your fulfillment. The king now come tell you the king now tell you nothing for you to damage yourself. Him now be the perfect man within this time. Come as Jah, and I tell you a thing, and he might tell you to you know to deceive you. So it's right. That's why I'm saying read this thing in clear conscience. You know, read it through no European eye. You don't have to read it through them people eye. You read it through the eye in clear conscience, and then so you find the truth. See? And Bible, I don't know white man book. Because if you check it where the Bible base, this is where it base, Africa it base, you know. Them call it Middle East, but that there's no such thing as a Middle East or African continent that we are dealing with. See? Because Madagascar out in the sea and then call Madagascar Africa. See? But
yes,
but that the landmass we are actually attached to Africa.
Rastafari. Yeah, we kind of get a break in communication. We're here reasoning with the Honorable Nigel Daring, an author and a poet.
To them racist scheme, to them mission of exploitation then and domination, and them take it and pervert it and bring it back, you know, to people more the West African and the rest of Africa and make it look like say for them. So no, I and I, the children of Africa, not everybody, not I and I within the children of Africa, associate the Bible with them because of that. See? But it's not them. It's just you just have to look on them and say that is a corrupt the thing.
True.
See? Because seem like how you would have like all the swastika then, or Hitler use it. And if you show the swastika to the Jew nowadays, in vex, you understand? But original swastika come from ancient cultures and different cultures. They use it as a symbol of positivity and for them fertility. You know, for them mindset is something uplifting them. But all them take it and use it, them corrupt the thing. So till when the Jew then look on it, they don't want to see it because them are associated with Nazi. So I the same kind of thing I go on with the Bible with no for I and I children, you know. If the Bible never did spread through the European vine to them, if it did spread, let's say, go from Ethiopia, go to the rest of Africa, then wouldn't have so much of a negative thing towards it. But the negativity come by the very fact that the white man carried to, you know, with not just carry it, but he carry with film interpretation. The black man who come as Yahshua, Jesus Christus, reconceptualize him as this white man. You understand? So enough I know. I wake up into black consciousness and think I say, well, look what the white man I do. I use this book I do and the book corrupt and all and thing. But I know the book itself corrupt. That's why we say in a life, check His Majesty. Because when you check His Majesty, then you can interpret the thing properly from the perspective of how it will interpret. You don't have to go through white man for that.
Rastafari. His Majesty is the defender of the faith. He's also he's Orthodox, Ethiopian Orthodox Christian. A lot of Rasta don't subscribe to Christianity. Do you see that if ones are not an Orthodox Christian, is that what I call it now? A sense of disbelief or disobedience, not disbelief, but disobedience.
Yeah, well, over the years I find various views of this thing, in terms of people who identify as Rastafari. Well, my personal view is this: you still have to respect Christianity. His Majesty come as a Christian, Orthodox Christian. So if you say him are the righteous man, and you know him are the righteous man, and him are the God and thing. Remember, say it was through the church him come, and this way it's not like a man will ever reject the church, ever reject the message of the church, ever reject Christianity. The man uphold him Christianity with all boldness, braveness, fortitude. Say a thing that will spread and things. So you can't burn out Christianity. Christianity is the roots of the faith where we are dealing with. And not the only roots, because we have the African roots where they are coming out to, from a time within the tradition of I culture as Jamaican people, right? So them think that they make it way into it, but you the one thing where I should not do, I burn out Christianity, burn out Christianity. What we can do is say burn out European Christianity, we're enslaved, we and decide say we are the worst, we're sinful just by we color and thing. But His Majesty never give you that teaching there about Christianity. See? So, as we move forward, it's also like we look back how Christian come to for them overstanding then. It was a Torah, Judaism, for them belief in the scripture of the Torah then. That which is equivalent to the Old Testament then. That it prophesies that the Messiah will come. Right? And then when the Messiah come, which is Yahshua, Jesus Christus, the man them call Jesus, right? When him come, even though the Jewish population at large never really recognize him, but who recognize him that within their time, so them are Christians. So the basis of their faith is Judaism, the Judaic scripture then, right? That prophesy, that the coming. So that give them to say, oh, that are the validation. The basis of how we come Rastafari come to know that His Majesty is who Him is because now of the Christian faith that prophesy that His Majesty was to come, that Yahshua was to come within these cycles, right? So that are the basis. So if you are destroy the basis of your faith, then right, then you what grounds you are stand on. We know the basis of how the thing comes. So make no sense because say burn out Christianity. Maybe I burn out the European interpretation of Christianity. Burn out the vibe, the Christianity that upon which, because remember it was Ethiopianism, that when them start to interpret the Bible from an Afrocentric perspective, that in itself was a burning out of European Christianity. Them said, all right, we interpret the Bible from African perspective.
Yes,
and when we interpret it from African perspective, we find our pride and man of Jamaica. Not only you find him pride, them find his majesty within it. And that's how the things start from. These are historical facts I put forward, and I think we make up. See? So when them find themselves within it, them not only find strength off of it, but them find his majesty out of that. And so that we come to that conclusion. So it don't make no sense to a man say born Christianity. No, that's the basis of the thing. And that's where it come from. It wouldn't make sense for a Christian to go say born Judaism and burn out the Torah, because that's how them are burn out the whole Testament and everything that prophesy for them to come know say, all right, Jesus is a Messiah then. See? So I excited. We can't contradict the Emperor Virgin. We can't contradict the whole foundation of where we are come from. But I hear Rasta go from an extreme I say born Christianity to an extreme to an next one we say Rasta the perfect Christian. Yeah, you over. So yeah. I don't so, but from my basis, Rastafari is Rastafari. We know where we are come from. We know the roots of where we are come from. We should acknowledge it. Respect you. You know?
Yes, I. Rastafari.
Yeah,
Yes, my lad. How do the I envision the African diaspora healing and, reunited across spiritual and cultural lines?
Well, as Rasta, I have cited through His Majesty, because His Majesty, I look forward to that kind of a unity from a time.
Yes, sir.
Now, when everybody now go turn Rasta for that to happen, but at least him can enjoy a vision then of people and people together, all our way together under our banner of unity and community then. Then the Pan-African enterprise. So it really have to start within Africa itself, where we need the kind of leadership. Like how you have all Ibrahim Traore turn up now and say send them where I got them yard. We don't want them. We need them kind of leadership there in Africa where them say a time for we come together and not just the African Union, but we move from the African Union towards the United States of Africa. See? And when we go there, so we start to look towards the descendants of Africa, their communities abroad, and start to say, give them visa for coming in, make them welcome. Another year of return, or years of return, and then come forward. See? So there's a necessity to this thing, because if you check it worldwide, when I children of Africa in the predominantly white countries then are so, right? All right. Enough time I get abused. You understand? We're in the prison system. We not get proper education. All kind of thing where is not there for our upliftment and then for our suppression then and oppression. We need we need a united Africa, a United States of Africa that can turn up to all them big powers and say, what going with our people over there, so?
True.
You understand?
Yes,
yeah. I don't know if you notice whenever you have them race, right? Where the youth them, I get beat up by police, and from early days, lynching and them thing there. See? Brixton rioting and youth get killed over there, all them thing there. We don't have a real, presence of Africa. We come down up and inject themselves in this and say, Wagwan, we need some investigation on this. Wagwan, make you protect, or you not protect the community. Now, look at how we need to get. Because if you look at a Jewish community, you have to respect them how they operate. Because them have Israel over there with them and make sure them keep that strong. See? Them have them lobby over here in America, yeah. And make sure say the politicians them line up to support Israel. And one by one, the whole of them. They make a line up, because if they don't line up, them have them APAC we make sure run candidate against them and support them and kill them vice. So them know already. So anything we happen to the Jewish community over here, or or anywhere around the world, and like any kind of anti-Semitism and them thing there, Israel, I make nice over there. So what go on with people over there, so what go on, even people when they even born Israel, I go there. Them advocate for them. How come we hear about bombing a synagogue and thing? Prime Minister Israel, I call president over here. Anyway, so them have them advocate. We need that Africa too.
True.
See, we need right now. We need to throw off the shackles of colonialism, neo-colonialism, imperialism. Everybody wants a piece of Africa. See, the white man, the Chinaman, the Indian, everybody in Africa, I exploit Africa because everybody knows the route to feed them power and feed them strength as a people. It's through Africa. Africa resource them I look for control. So we in Africa have the resource, make we control it. And make we build up now to a point where them have to respect we and stop disrespect we. Because what happened to the very fact that Africa is strong, that's why it make the children of Africa all over the world and get a beat up all the while. You always what I deal with.
Yes,
sir. If you don't have that respect there for Africa, you're not respecting Africa picnic anyway. But if they know that there's a strong Africa out there, united and strong, united and I take look out for picnic them, for children them anyway, African children there. It make a statement right there, son, and that's our position need to improve. So in terms of I people, Africa, it have to start with the Africans in Africa, also with the Africans in the diaspora need to focus on the support of that. Because that is important to feed them personal welfare wherever they are in the diaspora.
True. Recently we saw in Jamaica the Rastafari community are just one sect or one part, within Jamaica have received land from the Jamaican government. How do you see that? Do you see it as something that would block repatriation, or is just a kind and good gesture from the Jamaica government?
No, that is a thing of big respect in Rastafari. That is a big. You remember Bustamante? That is a weird, different approach than Bustamante. Where they bring in a Rasta dead or alive. You understand? That is a thing of respect that now them can say, all right, Rasta deserve our respect, man. Rasta is a part of our culture. Seeing Rasta bring with international fame, Rasta bring with tourism, So, that is a thing of respect that them even that they may even look at Rasta and say, all right, then deserve reparation and thing. Because no, know what that I say. A larger message I communicate this, that it's not just Rasta, not the victim, those who are victimized. Far right?
Yeah, man, me there.
I just see the thing that go up on the screen. Me lose the right picture.
Yeah, man, me there. I said we, man.
Yeah, that it has sent a message that those who are victimized should now, but historically victimized, should get some kind of compensation for that. Whether them are into by making a move like that, because remember everything I start with Rasta, What that I show into is that black people deserve reparation from England. Right? The colonies and them thing they were England build themselves to a strength, world power right now. because of the historical exploitation of black people. See, that has sent a signal also to America that black people deserve the reparation. To get 250 years worth of free labor. Right? Not to mention after that, the discrimination, the Jim Crow, the oppression, all them things there. Black people supposed to get back something for that. There's right now a wealth gap in between white and black in America. See, we never even talk a minor wealth gap, a serious wealth gap where the white wealth is about 10 times that a black wealth. Then that not just happen because black people naturally worthless and don't want make no progress. You understand? Is that a history? A history caused that. So that when you see them I do that now. Because remember Rasta they come out first you know, from the elders, them, you know, the foundation, you know, Prince Charles, Emmanuel, you know, Bongo Wato, Prophet Gard, in all them days they are put forward that I say reparation. Right? For them, Rasta, they taught them things from time, you know, from in the 60s, you know, 50s and 60s. At my time, I say, we need a thing. So, and remember, we used to get a beat down in Jamaica, serious beat down. But now, Jamaica has started to recognize and I say, yeah. Because remember, when, Prince Charles, Prince Charles, no, Prince Charles, in pick the, Harry. No. The next one,
William.
man. Yeah, the one where they visit with William and Kate, yeah.
Yeah.
When them come to Jamaica, you see Jamaica now start show up at airport I talk about reparation and this and that. Them things never used to happen in the days, back in the days. Queen Elizabeth the come and thing back in the days. Yeah. You know, I just respect you and honor and thing, but now you see a different kind of mentality. I guess why them thing that happen. A Rasta, they have put them thing in the people in mind from a time. So when you see the people them now, I give Rasta land and I say, you know, respect you deserve that and thing. That means it is a fundamental change and we have to look towards that as progress. It better than if the opposite happen when them say them I take land from Rasta and I bring in Rasta dead or alive. No, it's a significant thing that I look on it with a positive, you know, I take a positive view of that.
Rastafari. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of ones don't see it in that light still. But you know, everyone have
everyone have them view, you know.
Yes, I. What does repatriation mean beyond, you know, returning to land? Or do we repatriate our minds and values?
Yeah. So well, you already I like you answer the question while you ask it. Yeah. Repatriation to me. First place start for beginning in the mind. You know even have to go Africa to say you repatriate. You within yourself have to feel like say you acknowledge where the skin color you come from. You know, you acknowledge where your talk, your speech come from, your behavior come from. You know, your modes of thought come from. And that in itself that we don't look down upon ourselves, you know, because remember when I grew up at Jamaica. Right? And this is not just Jamaica, but the whole how we can relate to this as black people. Our forms of speech was regarded as crude. Our behavior, they don't call we dirty nigga, just for behave how we naturally behave.
True.
Right? You know, Africa, them used to look down upon it, you know, they never want to associate with it. We hear, not even all we hear, it never did proper unless it process certain way if you look like another the European farm then. No, merely the female, right? So repatriation then is a thing of shedding all of the European inculcated sense of self that we get and getting back to our natural sense of self. Right? Now you ask the methods by which we do them thing. We have to do it like how me I do it, like how you are do it. You see, like how you put out program and put out a passive message to people. Like
Yes,
how me I
sir.
write my poetry and I highlight them thing. You know, we have to keep on do it. You know, Marcus Garvey did set it from a time when Marcus Garvey put forward them thoughts to black people. Uplift yourself. Zane. So from you know them we have to build upon them thing and I keep on putting out the message to I and I, because as we start out, I said the message that the people gonna get, that Babylon promote, is always for break an eye down. I don't know if they are still say I.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Me there, man.
Okay, I'm just
100%,
the
man.
Ijahstar mindset thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
100% me there.
Yeah, so the message, when we are talking about the message then, where Babylon are put out, which is, which we are talking about them thing with them sexually explicit lyrics, the violent
Yes, sir.
lyrics, the materialism and all them thing there. All of them thing there is conditioned around us not feeling good about ourselves. You
I'm not
understand?
progressing.
You know, progressive. So it's a continuation of the whole slavery time, the whole colonialist time of mindset of keeping we down. That's why we know have to keep on I put out the message from the history of the Marcus Garvey, of the Malcolm X, you know, of the Fred Hampton, you know, the Kwame Ture, them kind of man there. We have to continue. So remember, in every period of time that you have the slavery and the colonialism and the oppression and thing, you always have another vice out there. Other vices out there are push for counteract it. And we are the ones who they are now as men of light and of truth for counteract that message. You know, love yourself, love your natural self, love your history, love your culture. Zin, the way you talk, nothing wrong with it. Nothing, how me I talk, you know, that's how we talk, that's how we born to talk.
Yes,
nothing wrong with it. We not have to talk like them. You understand? We can learn to talk like them, because I can talk like them. Yeah, you know us? But not the dash where you know and your roots and culture.
your culture.
Yeah. So it is a thing now where I and I have to continuously and continually a fight, you know, to get the message out to the people. You know, because Babylon, you know, where Babylon have over, you know, them have massive resource. Zin? Them control the media. Them can't take, Babylon can't take any slackness, any dirtiness, where normally you as a human being, if you look on it, you know, I say, no, man, that not right. That right? But Babylon can take it and make it popular, use it through them, then go through the media. Make tell us the boy that thing look quite nice and it's sweet and thing, and I tell us for you if you get in on the system and that you have to deal with. So if you know, if you see that now and you weaken yourself, you say, all right, you go against your natural instinct then. If you go mix up in a way them deal with, even though it's ungodly and it's wrong.
Put
So also Babylon a behave in a virgin.
Yes,
they put out all kind of ungodly thing, all kind of nasty thing, all kind of thing with degrade our people, our mind, and a way virgin, a way of it, who conscious and now make them think they penetrate the brain. A way of rebel against it. Cause me tune into their music where they are this and I say, well, yeah, put out the same thing, you know, cause you know what I go on. See? So I and I as Ras who true to the thing. We have to do that. You know, you have other ones who, you know, they're not within Rastafari, but your nation of Islam and all them people, you know, who are put out a message to the people them same way, say, all right, you know, still we have our own way for worship and we, you know have to burn your culture and your history and them thing. They recognize where you come from. Yeah, you always.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Absolutely, my lad. 100%. You know, because when you really check it, you know, I and I is African by blood and not so much, you know, by geographics really, you know, because when you check it, all I and I we scattered, you know, all over the place. We're in the Caribbeans, we in the Americas, we in Europe, we the all over. So, You know, we are Africans by blood. That's why even Peter Todd sing songs say, you know, once you're a black man, you're African.
African, no matter where you come from.
No matter where you come from.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, and I want to tell you, even over these hundreds of years, you know, 400 odd years that I separate from Africa, we still have the African vibes in our way, you know, even though we not speak, most of we not speak the original African language, but the talk, when we talk, still have the imprint of Africa. The behavior we still have the imprint of Africa. Because even though we say, all right, black people adopt Christianity, if you go on black church, the vibe's different than if you go on white church. See? Because you go to black church, black people are clap and sing and you know, go on and jump up and roll up and down. Everything that's how we celebrate in Africa. That's how we express the spirituality. But you know why go to white church and sit down and like that and man attack and yeah, respect you. All right, see you next week and that. Yeah, it's right. So we're different that way then. We still have them vibes. So we not deny where we come from, because them, guess what, them not deny where them come from.
No, not all.
You know, and when you know how black people get themselves though, you they will look like me and you and have a drop a European blood. And I say, ask them what, you know, tell me about your history. Them all point to the one drop of European blood we come from Europe. Nah, but nothing about Africa. We say Africa we come from. Yeah, man.
Nothing for real.
Yeah.
Yes, I. The I poem speak, you know, often about the marginalized people who are marginalized and thing. How does poetry serve as a weapon of justice?
Yeah, well, it's just like you could have asked, well, all those music serve as a weapon of justice, you know? But when Bob Marley sing, him say, come and go chant down Babylon one more time. Because them soft, yes, them soft, we know them soft, right? And, you know, him say, how we all do it? With music, reggae music. That means say, he might put out a message then that can change people's mind. That's a theme vehicle. Or may I do it? With the poetry. I put out the thing we can get in a people's mind that they can look on them world different, look on themselves different. Because you don't realize it, me might not realize it, right? When you put out a work and you reach out there to people, you don't know how much mind that thing might change. You might say a word, you know, and it might lick a man away and the man might say, yeah. And I get enough of them responses over the years already. Now what, can you imagine say there are responses like that where I never even know that people look on it and find an upliftment from it and move with it. That's why I always get encouraged to do what I do to, you know, put out the message. I know say it cannot uplift, it cannot impact somebody else's life in a one way where them can either personally uplift themselves or feel the need so them can go uplift some other people's life. So it's not an insignificant thing. Look at Bob Marley music. Look how much life it changed throughout the world. True. Rastafari spread throughout the world half of the man music. Look, uplift enough people, change them total entire life. People who would have in the system and just go on with the system, you know, because of the music there and thing. Them life change. Them say, no, we are come out of this, so the man are deal with. See? So you have to put out a thing, as when we tell you, is a devil world where we are now. A devil vibration radiate throughout the world. See? Me turn on pause some little music where me say I put out of recent, you know? Because I say, let me see what I go on. And when I see what I go on, see what the youth them are deal with. But guess what? I see all 150 million views and I look on all the comments, oh, that song that touch me. Why not that song that touch you? Zane? Well, yeah, man, we have vibes that song. Why not that? You don't know, that is not natural to human behavior.
Yeah.
Any normal human behavior, look at here what the man I talk about and say, no, man. That's not right.
True.
But it's how Babylon getting at them brain. And that's why we say the thing them where we put out.
You feel like that type of behavior there is a conditioning, programming, these things now become the normal things for people. Wherein
Yeah,
some people still today see those things as probably gruesome or disgusting. And back in the days, them thing there is a no,
yeah,
altogether.
yeah. Well, I remember I watched interview with Beanie Man. And Beanie Man, I remember Beanie Man say when him young and came in at the music from my little baby. Well,
Yeah.
not literal baby, but him dead young. From me, think about from 5, 6 in my DJ, you know. Cause I remember when me come a foreign 86, me have get an album said Beanie Man the 10-year-old DJ. So
Wow.
him this right? And I want one whole album. So him in night friend my young picnic. And remember, I must say, back in the days, if you take up the mic and talk slackness, then take with the mic from you and run it, they don't want to deal with that. No,
Mhm.
wash out your mouth and thing. See? And we are look on it to how things change, to the point where I been the man himself attack slackness and I draw a crowd with that. You understand? And I don't see him. I don't really want to live by any one man name. But the thing is, even we are worse nowadays. We have those slackness all over. And no man has say, yo, let go the mic. Come on for the mic. No, I hear that. I
Mhm.
don't think that is how Babylon can penetrate people's brain and the natural values, the thing that you uphold them. Then and them can lose themselves and go and deal with things where they not to deal with. Then that's why I tell us that this what we are put out, it is important and it is a vehicle. We still have to put it out them things to counteract them things to get our people just back to a basic sense of self then. Basic sense of decency. Because all of them things that we say them are put out, with Babylon promote, it is the intention is to keep we down. That is the intention,
Mhm.
If you look on all of the music, then that is our music. Which most of the music and what the white people them have right now, I full music them copy. Sometimes we will start out with it and we not really we let it go after a while. But white people will see value in it and them continue along with it. Because rock and roll, a full original music that. And then copy it and then go along with it. Not wrong. Music or disseminate and whatever. See? But when we start out the music there, it was always positive. We are enjoying ourselves, either positive entertainment, sense, or even things sexual in it, come out so blatant and dirty, and that wouldn't be the only thing where one man I put out all the while. See? But you notice if the music, if the thing what we put out, I do it good and we enjoy it and I speak to it in our way and I uplift with culture. After a while, you notice it start to get dirty and I get degenerate then. See?
True.
Know what happen? The man are looking, the devil are looking for we and I say, so we are uplift ourselves and regardless of him are looking and I say to himself, well, he can't have that because if we are get up in a regardless self, him I realize a film kingdom I go down. See? So no, he want him I lose money.
Mhm.
See? So that's why him come in and bring in all of the whole sex and violence and thing and the materialism, because when we embrace them things that we not rise. When we embrace them things that we are turning to the capitalist system and we are buying for them thing. See, so if we are talking about we are muggling and we Gucci and them thing there, yeah, because that I put out a message to the people and say, well, if you want to start it up now, you have to get some Gucci. Who are profit off of that? And African. See? Or you're muggling your bins and your bima and all them something there. Who are profit off of that? And no, none of them no company in Africa are produce them car there. See? And them thing you give people an impression like say, boy, if you have value in yourself, you have to have them thing here.
True.
See? You see? When I talk about, enough sex and girl, this and that, you don't know what go on. Disease are spread. See? Next thing, picnic can't find with them father there, because no father never, no responsibility never about. Never involvement in the conversation and in the talk, right? So what that do? That destroy our community. So family structure destroy for them thing there. But the man who are promote them thing there, them thing they remove from him. Cause him a theme family, safe and secure. Him picking them now really pay attention to them kind of music. They are not influence to them mind.
True.
You overs. So them use them thing as vehicle to destroy we. We come to a realization of it. And as for myself, I can't talk for myself. I not stop put out a contrary information and try promote that thing there as much as possible to the people and for them to realize what go on, what happened to them, what happened to them community.
Rastafari. Yes, I. In Russell, the I write about love is our religion. How can love be a revolutionary force in today's world?
Well, in a world of hate, love is revolutionary. Just that, yeah, man. Remember, say I hate. When you think of it, I hate at the outset build all this country, Yeah, man, hate. Because when I talk about you kill off people and take them land and all them things, them things they hate. So when I talk about love now, you can't, you don't need hate to build nothing. Because hate can't build nothing. When you think say it build something, whatever it build, it come back down. Because hate in itself is unstable. It's not, make for nothing proper. But if you want a strong community, build it off love. Talk love. Talk unity. We get together and work together. Because our Babylon system work, it's kind of a hate thing, selfish thing then. All the system work. All right, you go get your job, me get my job. You go make a money, me go make a money. Well, if you can't work and so forth, I'm not responsible for you. Zin? And if me can't work and so forth, you're not responsible for me. Zin? So that it creates a kind of separation then. But when I talk about love is a thing now where we say, how traditional African used to live. And not just you go make your bread, or me go make bread. To where we go, and we go hustle together. Either plant up together, go hunt together, or whatever. And when we bring back for everybody, see, nobody not dead off. No, no homeless. Nobody has starved. See, so we need to get back to that kind of mindset then, where we are work together, in unity, in love, and we can accomplish. And so we can build. His Majesty said, unity is strength. And if we not work together, we not go build. And that's the salvation within love,
Rastafari. What does mind over matter mean to the I, as a poet and an anthropologist?
Well, I could say mind greater than matter then, in everything, because if you look at matter and make matter control your mind, a week you weak. I feel mind have to control the matter. See? So when man say, oh, them addicted, yes, or whatever, and the matter control them, It's either the sugar or the drugs or the cocaine or whatever. The thing I control them. Right? But your mind of is stronger than thing. Stronger than thing around you. True. Your mind of a manifesting then. So you have a concept and thing, a dream and thing. You have to make it a reality. And then you will control the matter. You will control the world. Because John make him say, each of us, he make we in a film image. And what we see him do? Him control the matter. Because before things, it was him. And come forward all time are the matter. Right? In the beginning, Jah created the heaven and the earth. So that means the thing come out of him. Him control the matter. And he make we in a film image. So we can control the matter. We can not control just the matter. We can control matters. Matters. Whatever the matters is. We can control it. A full mind of a tram.
Yes, sir. Reality, my king. The I write about the misrepresentation within Rastafari. What truth must be reclaimed?
Well, the first and most important truth is where we start with, you know. Everything have to be of His Majesty. If we can start from that point there, we can get the unity. See? Because right now you have a lot of fragmentation within the thing. And if you ask 100 man nowadays, what is Rasta? You probably get 100 different answers. See? Most of them think they probably not nothing to do with His Majesty. No, they not cite His Majesty then. See? Well, the way I cite this thing, if we all say we are Rasta, and we are weird the man name, start from that point there. So that we don't misrepresent the man. See? Because if me as a man say, all right, I am a Trumpiac. I'm a follower of Donald Trump. See, and a man don't know Donald Trump, a man come check me and say, what are you with? And I say, me a Trumpiac. And him say, what do you mean by that? And I say, well then, me's a man, you know. Me love immigration, me is poor immigration and them thing there. So where am I now check you as? You might check say where am I now check Donald Trump as? You might check it say Donald Trump is pro immigration. So tell him the man now go check Donald Trump himself and realize say no, him is anti-immigration. So who the man a fool like
Yes, Rasta. Reality. Yeah. We have a little break in communication. We're reasoning with our honorable guest, anthropologist and poet Nigel Daring, pardon me. Yeah.
No color and all them, you know, don't burn enough thing and so man when I say yeah, well, you know, that Rastafari I deal with. Until a man go check Rastafari and I say, but wait, that no start. I know that the man. That's right.
Yes,
so that's why I say, if we are dealing with this thing, we need to talk one language. So as a basis for our identity then. See? So that we know that if I run into the I as a Rasta, I run into any man out there as a Rasta, I will say, well, you know, yes, Ras, yell. And him yell, I must know say the meditation with the man a whole. That when I start talking, you know, where I look on the world, may I talk some about His Majesty, my drop on His Majesty, and we know so we in the same realms of vibes then, and we know what we are dealing with. That's what I talk about when I talk about misrepresent Rasta now is a thing where man not deal with His Majesty, brethren. And here's the other thing too. When I talk about misrepresent Rasta, we are seeing a whole thing where some ungodly thing are going, you know? No thing that is not just against Rasta values, all against all religious and spiritual values then. See? And you say all them do, you know, that them whether enough for them mind and make them Rasta then. Is maybe them a burn some ganja or them a listen to some reggae or them have some locks. But everything else with them are going with in terms of them behavior is really Babylon. See? In terms of the materialism and them thing there, you know, the thing them with them have value. You know, nothing to do with we as a people. And when we are deal with the thing them where we articulate, you know, dress decent, come a street and you know,
the liberty itself. The liberty in general.
The liberty in general. So we are talking about this kind of thing where we talk about misrepresentation. Is either not deal with His Majesty, or on top of that, the lifestyle not say nothing proper. And Where I find too is that when you show a man some certain ones, talk about proper living and the decent, them start to say, you're just Christian. No, this is Rasta. Original Rasta, a decent thing we are dealing with. Decent,
Yes,
proper liberty. I know anything goes higher. Because we are see them deal with anything goes. You have to have a limits within thing. Because if you don't know limits, then we don't know what we are dealing with.
But with the true.
See? That's why we have to put, set some kind of, everything have limits, Virgin. See?
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundary, yeah.
Yes, Rasta. Totally agree, Majesty. So how do we protect the sanity of Rastafari liberty in a world that commoditize culture, my lord?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Virgin. Yeah, talk, you ask, as when we said the answer and all the question where I ask, we just have to go and do the soldier, You as soldier, me as soldier, we can't get caught up. Then and we have to constantly fight against the message then where them are put out. You understand? Because Rastafari identity is always under attack. And part of the attack is to put out misrepresent Rasta in the public. Right? So that when a lot of people who don't know Rasta see the misrepresentation, right? Just like the brother with their say my Bobo and come on with naked video with as Rasta and talk about himself as gallus and thing. When them kind of thing they're promoting at the public. See? And people, certain ones, you see them and say, oh, that me I deal with, them lifestyle that me I deal with. And I'm a Rasta too. So yeah, me a Rasta. Maybe I do some locks me if you go and smoke up some ganja, but yeah, no me that. And so you're over. So
Yes,
we have to, when we see them thing there, you have to call, first of all, you have to call it out. Cause no other, you see all the Muslim, the virgin, if you put out a thing on the Prophet Muhammad and it's not proper and respectful, they will kill you for that.
It's not the proper representation.
Yeah, they will vex over that. Or if you disrespect all the Quran and them thing there. When the man named Solomon Rushdie, when them put out that thing, when them call them thing there, I think for kill him, man, I forget how the word what them say, because them perceive in writing then as a thing we go against Islam and disrespectful like.
See?
Yeah, and years him have been hiding because the man them perceive it as a thing where them say them disrespect him, them religion. See? And I think I must say a couple of years ago, a man after them put all that thing, I must say about 20-25 year thing, them put it all upon him. A man seen pan stairs attack and go attack him, lick out one of me yard. Cause them vex the vexation when them have about it. Now me not say we as Rasta fi operate them with it, cause we know in them. I know we that. Although we see some man nowadays when we see them pull down a statue in front of the church and think the Virgin Mary and we see them thing there, bash down thing, we not gonna operate the away there, but still, we as Rasta, we need to call out certain things. When we see it, anywhere we see it. Then say, I know we that. If we see it and we make it pass, that put a wrong impression in the minds of the youth them.
Yeah, man.
See? So when we see it, we have instantly we have to say, no, I know we that. We're not in that. I know for we, that not represent we. See? And put on top of that, we have to continue to put out what it is that we represent then as people, the values then where we represent. Just like how you put out your music there and we tune in and say, all right, that's how we are deal with. See, like how I do my poetry, and that them thing that we are deal with. I deal with ital living, we are deal with natural living, we worship at the most side. Then we are deal with repatriation, reparation, them kind of thing that we are deal with. We are deal with decency and humanity and all them something there. community. And them something there. His Majesty with the pan. The vibes, we have to put out them kind of thing there. It's not something where...
International morality.
International morality. No, it's not this is not a social thing where we just gather and just laugh up and anything, any and everything go. Then, and a joke thing. Because enough man take it as joke from my experience over the years. Enough man take this thing as joke. And I don't say them just take it as joke. They want to come approach you like you if you take it as joke too.
True.
So when you have all the vibe serious and them come to you with certain thing, I say, right, no. They want bex with you, like, because they not expect, say, boy, that a serious thing I deal with. Because they not overset that way there. That's why, because of the misrepresentation we are going from a time. So we have it, that's why when we see them thing there, we as Ras have an obligation to call it out. See?
Which is right. Which is right, my lad. Which is 100% right. What message do I hope, your poem cry to, the next generation of Rastafari youths them way forward?
Yeah, one again, me never catch up on that.
What message do I hope that, your work, within your poetry, carry to the next generation of Rastafari youths?
Yeah, well, we want to give them the right message, His Majesty teaching. We want, in every household, then, if you have two Catholic married, what them I teach for them youth? Catholicism. See? That them I transfer for them understanding of what is morally right for them youth and for bring them up that way there. We as Rasta, we need to bring forward Rasta to our youths and even to other youths out there, because enough youths out there would want to be part of something positive, some revolutionary. Because I know everybody gets sucked into the Babylon thing, but them don't know if it turn, and that's so we need to turn to them and impart to them the teachings of His Majesty and the upliftment. You understand? That them need so that them can get, we can raise the next generation of leaders then. See? And we can spread our vibes throughout the community, because the youth them are come up, them have to carry this thing, the youth are the future, because His Majesty saying investing in the youth are the future, we are invested,
Yes,
so the youth them is are the future where we need to look towards and develop them from that point there, give them full value system, and you have to be like all them people who turn up and treat and shout out and a preach or whatever, but from our Rasta spread and we normally do it, we just reason with a one, a youth come around and we reason with a youth, and show them what go on, or this thing operate the right and proper way for check this thing, expose the world to them, show them so them now to go the direction, where Babylon show them the gangster thing and all them of foolishness, the material thing and them thing there. We give them the right and full teaching. That a full duty, and our responsibility to the youth them as Rasta people, because we can't leave it to Babylon. Leave it to Babylon, you see the youth them end up at jail and drug out and all them someday. The man productive and all them thing there.
Reality, my king. If I could inscribe one line from your poetry in The Gates of Zion, what would it be, Majesty?
The Gates of Zion. Read out the poem. Because I write so much of them it's a long time. Which book that you read from? Which book that you read from?
You have poetry from The Gates of Zion. Unless
No, Virgin, me write so much of them.
Yeah.
Over the years, I tell you, say, remember each and every one of them. If you have it in front of you, read it out. Let me see if you can.
No, well, and any line from any one of the poetry still, you know, that would
Mm.
you know, inspire, you know, the youths, you know, of tomorrow, you know, and the youths them of today same way, and
Yeah.
even elders, you know.
My message is always a message that the foundational message that we just say the law and all of the prophets hang up on. Seek Jah first and everything come after. Not seek everything first. Everything else first. Seek Jah first. And the one message that me always put to people. Try to get as close to God as possible. Don't try distance yourself. That's the wrong move. That. If you want a balance within your temple, if you want a balance within your life, get close to Jah because Jah is real. Jah is real. See?
Yes,
And
sir.
if you are seek him, you know, you the king said, those who seek, you're gonna find. If you are seek him and you honestly are seek him, he will respond to you. Because if you knock on him door, he will open. So if you know say you're honest within yourself and seek him out, he will look out for you. So if people come in your life who want to destroy you, he will tell you, he will show you. You know, I saying, and if you want to prosper, you know, where you know if you sell out yourself and all them things, Jah go and bring that prosperity to you. Saying seek Jah first, you know. Don't seek all the vanity them that now build nothing. You know, the preacher in the Bible say, boy, him get everything. All the men servants and maids and everything, all of the wealth and thing. And when him get everything and him rally back and he look on it, he say, but this is all vanity and vexation of the spirit. You notice what I'm saying? He never say is all fulfillment of I and I know. He say everything, me have everything, and me look on it. And when me sum it up, it's just vanity and vexation of the spirit. It's not nothing like that will satisfy me. And him tell us where it come down to. It's Jah first. Seek Jah first. That's the message we always bring it down to. Everything else can build up after that. Not put nothing before God. Just God first and everything will work itself out from there. So.
Rastafari. Yes, Majesty. Well, I want to thank the all of that being said, my lord, you know, for taking the time today to appear on, you know, this Mind Over Matter podcast. It's an honor and a pleasure for, you know, host the I again, my lord, so that I could share with us and, you know, hopefully it won't fall on deaf ears, my lord, and it will be like a seed that, you know, drop in the soil and, you know, sprout and bear fruit, Majesty.
Yes.
Yes, I
want to thank you for welcome I forward again.
give
And
thanks.
you know, as I said, this is another opportunity to communicate to the world and bring out a message to the world and thing. And you know, always just continue go and do the right things here, man, and continue doing the great work. Yeah, do a great work, you know. So
Give thanks,
continue with
my
that
lord.
and respect in every aspect and to everybody who aside this up, you know, I hope you learn something off it or could appreciate something where I say, you know, and just go and hold it down, man. Just seek Jah first. That's the message I put out there to the world. Seek Jah first. Jah first, everything else come after. Blessed love.
Rastafari.
Yeah, man.
My lord.
Highly,
Rastafari.
highly blessed, my lord.
Give thanks.